MICAH Beats activated.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.
Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. I am your host, comedian Sean Boyd, and it's another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Yeah, thanks for joining with us. Y'all already know what it is, what it do, all that good shit. Hopefully you had a good work Monday, but we are here to end your Monday off right with a therapy session on the couch. You already know who I am. And as always, by my side, moving and grooving, my co-host, Miss BBC in the building. What up, sis?
Greetings. How are you today?
I'm good. Being blessed, loving life, a little tired, but I'm good. You see how I turned that damn switch on?
Man, that's what it's about.
You already know. You already know.
Chosen few. Only a chosen few know how.
Yeah, everybody can't flip that switch, but you know. But yes, it's another beautiful Monday evening. And when I mean beautiful, it is gorgeous outside. If these people weren't out here mowing their damn grass, I would be outside at least for the first half of the show. It is nice.
Yeah, I was gonna be outside as well, but it's just like, everybody's getting off work and I live really close to the freeway, so traffic is loud and crazy. So I'm like, I'm not gonna have him getting on me because I'm already extra enough. But I got my sun dress on and it's looking real sunny, so
No, it is. That shit. It's nice outside. I wouldn't mind. Shit. It would be all right. It is what it is. Look, that breeze, I just went outside to grab my flask out my back bag, and that breeze was beautiful. I was like, oh, I need to go back out there. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. All right, y'all. You already know what it is. Big shout out to last week's guest. Rana Lynch was in the building. Listen, if you did not check out that episode, it was definitely another fire-ass episode, as we always have, but so you shouldn't think nothing less, but it was definitely a fire show. So make sure you check it out, watch it again, or look at it, or whatever you want to do, or listen to it on Spotify. Either way, we'll take it either way. Just make sure you give it a listen.
I haven't done that hard in a long time.
It was definitely some fun. We definitely had some fun with Rana. He good dude, like the vibes of that dude. And so make sure y'all check him out on all the things that he do yoga wise at Misfit Yoga. Make sure y'all check him out on IG. That was Misfit _yoga.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it. So make sure y'all check that out. This week we are just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You're supposed to be like, just the two of us.
You hear my two? I said two. Like,
Oh. Hey, there you go. We riding by ourselves tonight, so you already know we ain't gonna keep you too long, but we got a fun-filled packed show tonight, and you already know. Let's go on and jump right into it with no time wasting. We always like to start with a recap, let you know what happened to us this weekend. I'll go ahead and start us off pretty quick. Drop Lil Mama off on Thursday. And so Thursday, drop Lil Mama off on Thursday. Went up. My dude, friend of the show, was just on the show maybe 3 weeks ago, comedian Nathan Timmel. He was at the Funny Stop Comedy Club this past weekend, and he was actually there starting Thursday. So me being me, I'm like, I was like, should I go hit this stage or go holler at my dude? I was like, you know what? I said I was going to at least try to come check him out at least one of the nights. So I went ahead and went up Thursday night, hung out with him, watched the show and shit like that. And then we had, then Friday, did I have a class Friday? Yeah, I had one class Friday. Oh, yeah. I did have a class Friday. It was, I was at one of the high schools. So Friday, it was those was one, like I said, y'all already know I really love my job. I like what I do. But that class was just like that reassurance where I'm like, damn, I really love my job. Like that conversation I had with them kids on Friday was so damn dope. And it was just one of those one of them good presentations, one of the good classes, you know what I'm saying? It was all cool, chill, and and I like being at the, the public schools because I can, figure out the teacher. And I already have been with this teacher before, so I already knew what it was. So I'm in there cussing and shit, not nothing crazy, but, hitting the points where it need to be hit because they can understand it a little bit more. Because they be cussing in the hallway all damn day, cussing in the classroom all damn day as students. So, when they hear from a grown-ass adult giving a presentation, it kind of take them aback, but then they be all ears. So it was cool. Like, usually we do like 45, 50 minutes. During a little block period, I end up going over, and they was cool with it. Teacher was cool with it. So I think we talked for like 55, almost an hour. So it was just one of those great conversations with the kids. So that was dope. Then actually met up with Nathan Timo to do lunch. We did lunch. We chopped it up for a little bit. Did lunch. And then Friday night softball. That was cool. Our sponsors. Our sponsors to our softball team came out, and I'm like, hey, y'all picked a great day to come out. We're playing the best team in the league, where like literally they on a different level. I mean, we like in the mid, like they got a lower, mid, and top, and we in the mid, but there's only two top teams, so we got to play both of them teams, which is okay. We gave them a run for their money, but I mean, it was gonna take like a flawless ass game, and we had to hit just as much as they hit to actually beat them. It wasn't a flawless game on our end by any means. We did not hit like we should with them and consistent with each other. But we only end up like we played the first game, we lost by 2 or 3. Second game, we lost by 2 or 3 again. So like we hung with them, but it was funny because I was like, y'all want to come out during the best time, and it was funny. So they was real cool. So that was my Friday. Then Lisa came through. We hung out. We chilled. I think we watched the movie. Was that Friday? Did we watch the movie, or was it Saturday? I can't remember. One of them nights we tried to watch. Well, she watched the movie. She was on her phone. The movie watched me. And then I woke up and I was like, I already knew who the killer was, and I ain't even seen the movie. It was one of those movies, but it was the Samuel Jackson, that's one of my guys. So I watched it. But Saturday afternoon went, my family, a couple people I know from the softball community, they had a barbecue / housewarming. It really wasn't a housewarming party. They just wanted to have friends and family over. So we went over there and, laughed and talked and drank, and it was a good night. And then yesterday, more softball. So I ended up having to ump 2 horrible fucking games. That shit was awful. It was like cringeworthy, but it was easy money. But it was like I would rather be sitting at home watching some TV, getting ready to play, instead of watching these garbage ass teams play. It was awful. It was like that bad. But the 2 games we played, we blew their ass out both games. So that was cool. That was our starting season for Sunday. So it was cool. Like that was my weekend. Then today, back in the classes, had 2 different schools. So, had some good conversations with the kids today. So that's definitely my recap. How was your weekend, Miss BBC?
That's an amazing weekend. You did a lot. And one thing I want to say about you before I start my weekend is that you are so supportive as a comedian. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in your job, you're very supportive of the youth and everything like that. You're supportive of people on your team, but you will, if you can get out and support, or if you can promote another comedian or artist or poet or whatever, you really go for that. And I really appreciate that about you.
I mean, shit, I try to. I like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they family and they, I'm saying, my people's like, you ain't got, I tell people they can send me flyers all the time. Like, I will throw them up on the, on the show. But Yeah, I try to come out, man. I told him like when he was here, when he was with us talking. I don't know if you missed that episode. Was that the day you wasn't feeling good?
Probably.
I think that was the episode where you weren't feeling good. I think because it was like about 3 weeks ago. But I told him, he told me when he was gonna be here. Of course, I didn't remember. And I told him, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna try to come out at least one of them nights. And
no, I remember that.
You said what?
I remember that.
Yeah, we had played as a little bit of a special.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I think you wasn't feeling good, but you jumped on to watch and you was chiming in. I think that's what it was. But either way, I told him I was, you know what I'm saying, come if I could, you know what I'm saying, if I ain't had no gig, I ain't had no gig. And little mama was with her mom. I was like, man, I might as well go support my guy, man. Like, you know, good dude. So, because I know I wasn't going to be able to go Friday. And then Saturday was going to be kind of hit and miss. I was going to be a little too tipsy and really didn't, you know what I'm saying? And my girl, she went to go, she was with her work people doing some shit. So it was like, I went on Thursday, went and took advantage of it. And like with the, you know what I'm saying, with poet people, you know what I'm saying? I try to go support when I can, you know, I support everybody when I can.
When you can, it's a dope thing, but I noticed that. And I just wanted to say that I see it. My weekend started out, oh my gosh. So it's all such a, so I tried to work the full day of doing Uber because, you know, I got a lot coming up, but I'm dealing with, because I rent a Uber vehicle, I had used my straight account to do so.
Yeah.
So I used my business account basically to do so.
Okay.
And, you know, it's like credit, whatever, but it comes from my account. Well, what has been happening is they've been double charging me. So they hold a payment and then pay, you know, and so the bank was like, well, this is what happens when you use your actual account, like, and don't use your credit card. And a lot of people go through this and it's really, you know, she's like, I'm just telling you, it's very shitty. They do this. Sometimes it's like, so it's like, boom, I had like $900 and something taken out of my account. Yeah. It's like from 3 different payments and plus bills came out, you know what I'm saying? Cause I have it set up like, you know, hello. Hi, are you okay? Is everything all right? All right. So anyway, that was very, very upsetting. And so I dealt with that majority of Friday. You okay?
Damn. That's not like a lot.
Yeah. And so it like took my account down. And I didn't even notice it at the time. What I did was went to the, because I had this weekend was rehearsal for my band. And I have to, you know, have 2 musicians that come from out of state, from different states. Well, one from a different city. Well, he was in another state, but whatever. Anyway, coming through all of that, I went to book, add his instrument onto the flight and it wouldn't go through. And then that's how I found out about my whatever.
Oh, yeah, you didn't find out until it was too late.
Yeah. And so boom, having to go back and forth through that. And I'm like, and this is not the first time it's happened. This is actually the 3rd time it's happened. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying, going through, and then 2 of them is still pending from the payments. So they're like, they can't even refund them until they're not pending anymore. But if once they stop pending, it can overdraft. Anyway, so I'm like, I need to hurry up and change it to my credit card. And I was just trying to get my credit together before I added that, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I went through that on Friday. Saturday, I had a rehearsal with my band, 6-hour rehearsal.
Wow.
It was amazing, though. It was the first rehearsal where I felt comfortable. I felt connected because I don't know if you remember, I was saying I wasn't feeling connected to my band, and it's new.
Mm-hmm.
We have our very first performance on May 11th together, opening up for Carlos Jones at Brothers Lounge.
Nice.
Detroit. And so I'm like really trying to get in, but I can't get all the musicians together because as much as I would like, because two of them live out of town.
Right.
So after that, I felt really strong and positive. I have some surprise people coming in, Uprising the Feminine artists.
Nice.
And so it's gonna be really, really nice. You know what I'm saying? But you know, getting everybody together, rehearsing, whatever like that. So I went down to the lake and the lake was packed right there at 72nd. So to, you know, because every time I have rehearsal, whatever like that, I like to go and just spend time with the Orisha at the water, whatever. And I end up laying out on the table. And sometimes my body just whatever it's gonna do. However, I look up and I'm laying out and I got on a dress and you know, but I mean, I'm covered and everything, nothing short, but I just lay flat on the table and I look up and people are, and I'm singing and people are videoing me and doing all this stuff. So it was crazy. And then on Sunday, we were supposed to have rehearsal again. The musician that came from Florida, which is my bass player, ends up getting sick. The drummer ends up telling me he can't make it because he had to drive to a whole nother state and the company he works for, they working over and he can't get back here. We end up getting into an unnecessary debate and about whatever. And I'm looking like, what is happening? The keyboard player, which is the studio where we, you know, rehearse at, he had church that day and he didn't get out till 2. It would have just been my percussionist and my guitar player and my background singers. So I had to cancel it, which is the only rehearsal we had for this month with the whole band. And then the bass player ended up having to leave at 2 to be at the airport at 4. So that was irritating. And today I was just like, I just still rehearsed on my own, rehearsed all my songs, went over my vocals. Oh, I had strep throat on Tuesday or Wednesday. After strep throat and food poisoning, I ended up with this cough that just sounds like I smoked 16 packs of cigarettes a day since I was 14. And today I just took off, went to the laundromat, and I picked up my nephews early from school because I hadn't been able to be with them a long time. And we went to the movies, played hooky, and had a junk food fest with pizza and everything. And I took it in my duffel bag. And we saw Ghostbusters, new movie, and it was dope. And that's what my whole weekend was like.
Right. Well, at least you ended it off on a high note. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's always some ups and downs and shit never really go our way, especially when we on the crunch and a deadline. So we know how that goes as artists. So, you know, take it in stride, but at least you ended it off great. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope.
I didn't suffer it. Like on Sunday, I didn't go, and I didn't cry. I didn't, because usually I'll have a panic attack. I'll have anxiety, but I just was like, you know what? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, because if I get on that, I have to sing to tracks, or if I have to sing a cappella with my background singers, that's just what is going to happen.
Get it done. Yep. Absolutely. What's going to happen is going to happen. Ain't no reason to stress out over it, because stressing out over it ain't going to make it better, and it ain't going to change it. So,
right.
Yeah, that's dope. That's what's up. So real quick, something that you said, you you getting a car from Uber. So I know somebody else that did that. I would try to not to, if you can, in any way possible, because they try to get over on you so fucking bad.
Real bad.
Was what I heard. Because like I haven't done it personally, but I know somebody who has. He a friend of the couch, he'd been on the show or whatever, and he had told me about it, and he said that kind of like messed him up. So, but
yeah, just, literally. Actually, I'm on the way to the lawyer about it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's keep it moving. Let's go ahead and do childhood memories. We always like for you to get into our past as the couchers. You already know I've been doing this 3 years, so you already know a lot about my past, but I still come up with a new childhood memory every week. Something funny or crazy. You can do funny or crazy this week. I'll give you the fly on that one.
Okay.
So my childhood memory this week, I was thinking about it earlier and then before the show. So I want to do a childhood memory. So I had seen someone at the funeral I went to last weekend, and it was somebody that me and her grew up together. Was always cool, always friendly. You know what I'm saying? She was like one of the finest females at our school, like hands down, one of the finest. Like she was top 3 all day, right? And I seen her, and it's funny because like when I seen her, it made me think of when we was kids, and like we've always been cool, and it made me like kind of like reminisce of growing up or whatever, and especially like because her brother, her younger brother, he had told me after the film when we was all outside talking. And we was talking to this one dude that still had braids or whatever, and he was like, "Dude, I used to be so jealous of your motherfucking fro back in the day." He was like, "Cause that shit was always so dope. Your fro was so dope." And cause like I was like, "Yeah, cause your sister used to braid my hair." He was like, "Oh yeah, I remember," cause like she used to braid my hair. But even fast forward before that, when we was kids, I want to say this was elementary school days, maybe 3rd, 4th grade, somewhere around there, 5th grade maybe. She wanted to fight one of the dudes I considered at that time, one of my good friends, right?
Uh-huh.
He was like one of my best friends, but this was like early on. And so it made me think about it today. She wanted to fight me because I wouldn't let her fight the one dude. That was one of my good friends who I met when I first moved over in that Bedford Heights area. She wanted to fight this dude so bad, and I don't remember why she wanted to fight him, but she wanted to literally throw blows with him. And I'm like, I'm not gonna let you fight him, blah blah blah, because if he hits you the wrong way, you know what I'm saying, like we gonna be forced to hit, you know what I'm saying, we gonna be forced to hit his ass, you know what I'm saying, and like this is, at that time was a good friend. And it just made me think about how that dude is such a piece of shit. It made me think like, damn, I wish I'd have let her fight him back in the day. But like I'm like one of those sensitive, I was one of those sensitive kids where I'm like, man, y'all can't fight. Like y'all don't need to be fighting, y'all cool, y'all don't need to be fighting, ain't nobody fighting, blah, blah, blah. So she wanted to fight me, and I'm like, I'm definitely not fighting you. You know what I'm saying? But it was funny because she literally wanted to beat my ass because I wouldn't let her fight the other dude, even though we didn't fight and they didn't fight. But just to think back to that day, how this dude, like I said, was like such a piece of shit. And like I think it was that year or a little bit later in that year where I realized that he was one of those people that thought he was like God's gift to everybody. Like one of those type of piece of shits, you know what I'm saying? Where he just thought he was better than everybody, like he was the gift to everybody. He was doing you a favor by being your friend, shit like that. And it just made me think about it today. For some reason, I was riding to one of the schools, and it made me think of that. And lo and behold, I should have let her fight him. Ain't no telling, because like she had hands. I remember she had hands, so ain't no telling. So ain't no telling if she would have beat him up or not. But either way, that is my childhood memory this week.
Probably saved it because he was such a piece of shit. She probably would have fought him and beat him, and he probably been one of those dudes like that couldn't get over it and probably really tried to hurt her. So you probably saved the situation.
Yeah.
Like real arrogant people can't get over like certain things, and he probably would have tried to like really do something to her out of embarrassment.
Yeah, true. Very true. Absolutely. So that was just like, like I've always been that type of person. Like if I can stop something from happening, especially with two people, what I'm saying, like that was close to me, and I'm gonna try to stop it. You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't motherfuckers we know and we got to fight, I mean we about to knuckle up. I mean it is what it is. So that's my childhood memory this week. What you got for us this week, BBC?
Let's see. Okay, so my childhood memory is, I got so many of them that's floating through my head, I can't even lie. And I had one specifically that I wanted to do, but these other ones are flirting through my head. So I'm gonna go. I remember growing up, and we grew up in the projects, and they used to have like this open pool. And I remember like I just love like being able to go to this pool or whatever. You know, we would just walk to the pool in our little swimsuits and whatever like that because we're kids and we're not even realizing that, you know, we're just done. So it was this little back way that you can go through the pool and you can somebody had cut the fence open and you can go like through that back way to go through to go to the pool or whatever. And you know how you have that kids have that switch over. It's like you're a kid, you flat, you just a kid, and then you go to sleep and wake up one day and you just have stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen those girls like you be like, dang, like we just came back from summer break and now she got booty, ass, whatever. So I guess it was one of those things after, you know, when summer came, I woke up one day and I was pow, boom, bang. And I remember getting ready to go to the pool and everything like that. And I'm like going out to go to the pool. But all of the people and friends and, you know, boys and stuff that, you know, you used to see, it wasn't like, oh, what's up, knucklehead? It was all like, hey, you know, what's up, gangsta? What's up, this, that, and I'm looking at them like, because I'm such a tomboy, I really don't know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. And I'm feeling like I'm like, why they stupid? Like they're being stupid. I get in the pool, of course, and I have this little two-piece on. And me and my sister, we used to call each other Lisa and Leslie. That was our little change names or whatever. And I get in the pool and my whole thing come like, I don't know it because I'm so used to being just a kid. Oh my God. Oh my God. And everybody's like, but the one boy that I thought would be a dick, you know what I'm saying? Like just would be a jerk he was the boy that protected me. And he just walked up on me. He was like, hey, you know, put his little towel on me and everything. And I was like, my hero. And he just like, oh God, because he just was like, you sound like the girls off TV from New York or whatever. So he always like loved my little accent. And I always thought that he was just my friend, but that day I knew that it was way more than that. And he protected me and he walked me home. And nice. It was, yeah, I was like, and we never dated, but he saved me.
Okay. All right, nice. And look at you. I say you can do whatever, and then you still give me a good childhood memory. I like it. All right. Making progress.
All positive. We're in positive vibes.
Let's do it. All right, you already know what it is. Our one of our favorite topics, flowers while they're still here. So instead of being conditioned, like so many of us are, to give people flowers while they dead and gone, we like to give people flowers while they still here so they can smell those roses. My flowers this week is gonna go to my one dude I used to work with at FedEx. I called him Brother Earl. And it's funny because like maybe after 6 months to a year, I found out his last name was Earl. I thought his first name was Earl, and it made sense why I always called him Brother Earl, because you usually call them, you know, the brothers that from church, like you call them by their last name. But like this dude, me and this dude, as soon as he started working there, like instantly clicked. Like good dude, always humble, like, you know, we would talk about music, we would talk about sports, and like we would talk like, because like everybody that we worked with, you know what I'm saying, we might say what's up to or whatever, but it was only certain people you actually had genuine conversations with. And he was one of those dudes where I always had a genuine conversation with this dude. We used to, you know, talk shit about, you know, the job or whatever, and be out, and, you know, anytime we seen each other at Hump the Horn or whatever, because our routes would kind of like overlap. But this dude has always been so cool. One of the biggest things I want to give him his flowers for is just because the simple fact, his birthday is coming up. Well, no, not coming up. Maybe just, yes, I think it's coming up. And it was it was around my dad's death anniversary. So I think it's his birthday is the same day as my dad's death anniversary. But when my mom passed, I came back to work a little too soon. And I'm in my truck, and they know that, my mom had just passed or whatever, and our boss, like, ain't even around or whatever, but he was there. This dude came in my truck, and what I'm saying, was talking to me. He was like, dude, you good? And he was like, I don't mean it like that, because I know, your mom just passed. So, but like, what I'm saying, you're all right, you need to talk, what's going on? And I just was talking to him, and I was like, man, I need to leave. He was like, fuck them, leave, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that bullshit. You came back too early, bro. And I was like, but I need this money because we don't get bereavement or anything like that at that place. And everybody always used to, oh, you working for FedEx, you making that good money. Man, fuck that place, that piece of shit ass place. They didn't care. They didn't care about their workers, like, not one bit. So we didn't get bereavement or anything like that. So I had to come back to work because, like, I was losing money. But he was like, he had went and told our boss, he was like, look, he need to go home, bro. Like, he came back way too early. Like, I can see it in him. Like, he's not, dude, you better find somebody to do his route. Like, let him go home, blah, blah, blah. So lo and behold, my manager come, what I'm saying, he come in the van or whatever. He was like, you all right? I was like, dude, I can't be here. Like, for real. So he let me go home. But if it wasn't for him, because, like, I think my boss even said, well, he said he was ready to come back to work, and he was like, dude, he's not ready to come back to work, no matter what he said. Like, shit, like, what, what I'm saying? Like, dude, send him home. Like, even if you don't want to go home, send his ass home. And I just, from him doing that, I knew he was a real ass dude. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we still connect here and there. You know what I'm saying? I text him, check on him and shit. Like, he ain't working for FedEx no more. Neither one of us there, but, like, always just been a good fucking dude, man. So, brother Earl, you definitely getting your flowers today, man. You definitely deserved it. Held me down, always checked on me, and we just always had that good connection and that good vibe. So, definitely flowers well deserved, brother Earl.
Those are well deserved.
All right, you want to give your flowers to Miss BBC?
I want to give my flowers to my band. I want to especially the feminine vocalist. Every one of them, because they're all, they have so much going on. Everybody has their life and family issues and business issues. And they, they show up for me. And, the ones that really, like, check on me and see if I'm all right. They know what I've been through, where I'm going through, where I'm, trying to work towards. And just the support of that, that the people, and they're, like, really, like, acknowledging my uprise vocally, and, just try to keep me out my head and out my feelings. So when I tell you, the feminine support in my band is dope. The masculine support is dope. Aggravating sometimes, but still dope.
Nice.
But they all are doing their best to show up, and it means a lot, because I feel like I always say the opportunity is just not for me. It is for all of us, because you never know who will see you, who is going to be there. Like, oh, I liked her style, so I'm going to take her on. I like this style. But they're still there, you know what I'm saying, as a support system for me. And I really, truly appreciate it, because I know life is lifing for everybody.
Absolutely.
So my flowers to the band, and thank them all for, every piece of work and every action that they take, for the movement, even if it's only for this moment. I want to make sure that they know that I appreciate them.
Nice. That's what's up. Flowers well deserved to the band. Got your back. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I like that. Definitely. All right. Let's get into these topics, y'all. So y'all already know I love to give y'all updates on stories we touched on before. We do have an update. I've been saving this because we had other shit we wanted to talk about that was a little more, geared towards the guest, a little geared towards the guest. So I'm gonna jumping into it today. So the sentence was handed down. I know we all remember the Crumbley family, the kid that shot the people at school or whatever. But James and Jennifer Crumbley, school shooter's parents, are sentenced to 10 to 15 years. Yeah. James and Jennifer Crumbley, whose son murdered 4 classmates and shot 7 other people at Oxford High School in 21, were each sentenced Tuesday in a place, Michigan courtroom, between 10 and 15 years in prison. Both Crumbleys were found guilty in separate trials on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Each of those charges carried a maximum penalty of 15 years, and the sentences are to be served concurrently. In the court, the Crumbleys looked visibly shaken, breathing heavy as they read from prepared statements prior to learning their fate. James Crumbley spoke directly to the parents of the students his son had murdered. Several family members attended the sentencing. I am sorry for your loss as a result of what my son did, he said. I cannot express how much I wish that I had known what was going on with him or what was going to happen, because I absolutely would have done a lot of things differently. I also say in her statement, Jennifer Crumbley, she said her husband, and her son Ethan were an average family. We weren't perfect, but we loved our son and each other tremendously, Crumbley said. This could be any parent up here in my shoes. Ethan could be your child, could be your grandchild, your niece, your nephew, your brother, your sister, can be your sister. Your child could make the fatal decision, not just with a gun, but a knife, a vehicle, intentionally or unintentionally. The teenagers who lost their lives during the shooting rampage were Justin Schilling, Madison Baldwin, both 17, Tate Myers, 16, and the 14-year-old Hannah St. Julian. 6 other students and a teacher were injured. Their statements were so written out, so planned, so thoughtfully constructed, like they were going to give them a lighter sentence, because they kind of tried to say, I'm sorry, I can't express enough how much I wish I would have known, or what was going to happen. And then with her, she's like, well, it could have been your grandchild, your child, your niece, your nephew, your brother. It couldn't have been your sister because he was a boy. So either way, it all sounded like a bunch of bullshit to try to lighten the sentence, but they seen through that shit and gave them 10 to 15 years in prison, and they're going to be served concurrently, which rightfully so. And if you see the picture of them 2 dumb asses, they look dumb as hell. Like they just was parents that didn't care, because we talked about this before on how they should have been charged, and rightfully so, and the sentence was passed down 10 to 15 years.
I really, here's the thing about that. When you say, I'm sorry, but it's not an apology. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're really not sorry. That sounds like so much. It's like when a father said, I wish I had done things differently. Most times, your kid. You know what I'm saying? You know something wrong. They show so many signs. And what parents like to do is, and it's a blood clot shame. Parents like to make excuses. You know what I'm saying? Make excuses for their children. Like, I never wanted to be that parent to say, oh, but not much. You know what I'm saying? If somebody said money did something, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, I would never forget a situation where money, I used to always tell her, like, don't let nobody beat up your cousins, one fight, you all fight, whatever. So one thing that we are not allowed to say, and still to this day, is call people stupid. Don't ever believe anybody, call people stupid or dumb. So this one little girl just kept bullying Money, but Money would never fight her. But she started bullying my niece. And the little girl just bullied everybody. She was a terrorizer. And I'm like, something's wrong with this kid. So Money, one day, she saw her bullying my niece, and she was like, you better leave my baby cousin alone, you stupid bitch. So when the teacher said, she said, oh yes, because baby did this and baby did that or whatever. And I was like, and when she said she called her a stupid bitch, and I said, Money, what I tell you about calling people stupid? She said, like, I know I got you, I believe you. But like, did she really say stupid? And she was like, yes. And I'm like, I scolded her for that. I don't care what she did to this little girl. I don't even give a shit that she called her a bitch. But do it with class. We're not gonna be calling her stupid,
Right.
But like parents do that. When my daughter came to tell me that she felt like she liked girls, I was like, oh, okay, I know, because I knew it from when she was younger. I saw it in her, and everybody would be mad at me when I would say it, but I know my kid. That's my kid. She grew inside of me. So you know your kid. He was probably killing animals, doing all kind of shit, saying he hates school, he gonna kill somebody one day, all of that, and y'all let it happen. So yes, you got what you deserve, and it's too sad because some parents don't listen to their kids. They're going through something mentally, struggling, whatever, and that gives them no excuse for what he did. But y'all heard about it and y'all did nothing. So they got what they deserved, and they didn't. The father seemed more empathetic than the mother. I feel like the mother still was making excuses. You know what I'm saying? And the father, I believe his empathy. I believe he really felt he wished he would have done things differently.
So in his, it did, like, you can tell they were written right and they were kind of rehearsed. The fathers seemed it more genuine. The mothers, not at all.
Pure excuse.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
She still don't want to believe her son did that. That's how her sound. Your daughter, it could be you, it could be, like, it doesn't matter. At that point, it was your son.
So she never once apologized.
No.
She never once apologized. He apologized, and then he said he can't express how much he wished that he had known what was going on with his son and what was going to happen. The mother, like, never once apologized, threw butt in there, and then tried to throw it on everybody else. This could have been any parent up here in my shoes. Like, it could have been your child, your niece, your son, your grandchild, all this, and your sister.
On that day, it was your child, and she's definitely not, and she really still don't want to believe it was her son.
Absolutely.
That's basically what it is, and it's a shame because this is how, and with these kids and in that generation, and now after all of this fuckery that these people are, oh, no child left behind, and oh, this and that and the other. Like you said, you go in with your kids when you're talking to them. You go in with the real. What the fuck? This is the shit. This is the real, or whatever like that. If you feeling a way, come to us. Don't bullshit me. I ain't gonna bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? It's a direct approach of what's up. I got you, but I can't have you if you bullshit me.
Yep.
And that's what a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, gentle parenting and, oh, everyone's a winner and all this fucking bullshit. Oh, he don't want to eat out the blue bowl. He want to eat out the orange bowl. Or when I cook for everybody else, I have to cook him separate. All this soft ass punk shit, you know what I'm saying, that these parents are doing to kids. No discipline. Oh, I let him talk back so he can express himself. Or this and that and the other, and it's just making these kids like loopy and selfish and
entitled.
So entitled. You know what I'm saying? So entitled, and this is why they can't keep jobs. This is why they don't do their job right. I don't even want to go out and eat. When I see too many young people, I'll be like, nope. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Y'all ain't gonna do it right. I had a nurse when I was in a hospital. And she came in. As soon as I saw her, I almost judged her. She was like 20, maybe 21. And she came in and whatever like that. And as soon as she came in, I was like, mind you, I can't walk and nothing. You know what I'm saying? She got to come in and change my bed and do all this. And I'm like, this little bitch about to you know. And she came in and she was just so sweet. And she was like, let me help you. And she was a little bitty something. She like, let me help you. I'm gonna give you over to the chair. And she was like, there's nobody else to help me. So help me as much as she was so good. She washed me up and everything like that. And I just hated it, but I had to be, done. She changed my bed and she was just like, do you need anything? She propped my feet up. She was the only person that got my pillow right. And I told her, I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I said, when you walked in, I was just about to be like, this little bitch about to kill me. I'm like, but she was so, and it's like, so I try not to too much judge because some kids have been raised by real parents that was raised by real parents.
Yep. She was one of them.
I just be like, they ain't watched their head, they scratching in it, they on their phones. I don't want to eat there. I don't want to do business. I don't want to do nothing because our millennials fuck the rest of these last generations up. So that mother, I blame her more than I blame the father because she knew everything that was going wrong with their son. And mothers usually know first. She knew that her son was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
And she still don't want to admit it because she can feel like a failure for her mom. And now your ass about to be a failure in fucking prison.
Absolutely. 10 to 15 years, rightfully so. Absolutely. I think that sentence is justified, to say the least. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Go ahead. My bad. What'd you say?
I said, I really be going off about shit like that because I'd be like,
yeah, but yeah, I really think that sentence was justified. But as y'all heard at the beginning of the show, we gonna get out of here in an hour and a half. So we're gonna take our first and only sponsor break.
Let's go
right now. So you already know what it is. I'm your host, comedian Sean Boyd. Got Miss BBC in the building. More Just Therapy coming up. We're gonna talk about Meg Thee Stallion and your thoughts up next on Just Therapy, the podcast, and we're taking you to break.
All right.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off.
Yo, you already know what it is. I got the best pizza place for you. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Yes, they got 3 locations and 1 on the way. First location is at 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. Their second location is in downtown Akron, across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. That address is 325 South Main Street, Akron, Ohio. Phone number 330-849-5707. And their newest location is in 3031 Graham Road, Stowe, Ohio. Their phone number is 330-673-9410. Listen, check out them. You got to check out one of them locations. If you ever are in this area, Cuyahoga Falls, Akron, Stowe, make sure you go to Twisted Tomato Pizzeria because they got the shit. Yeah, and y'all know what I love about the downtown location the best. It is the beer wall. They got 36 glorious taps of wine, ale, IPAs, whatever you can think of. I like to call it the Dave and Buster's of beer because you go in there, you put your money on the card, you walk up with the card to the tap, and you pour as much beer or wine as your heart desires. But make sure you drink responsibly. Also, another thing I love about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria is that they cater to your taste buds. Any specialty order, anything you order is always made just right. You already know what it is. Make sure you check out Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. They are the official sponsor of Just Therapy the podcast. So when you mention you are a coucher and you watch Just Therapy the podcast, you get a 10% discount. Money off your good ass food because the food be good. So you get money off good food. I mean, that's a win-win every time down, y'all. Every time down. Seriously, every time down. You get 10% when you mention Just Therapy, the podcast, off your delicious, good, made-to-order food. How can you beat that? Make sure you check them out. The owner is Brad Cover, friend of the couch, good dude. Make sure you mention Just Therapy, the podcast, get your 10% discount. And you already know if it's pizza, it's possible. Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Yeah. You already know what it is. And we are back. You already know what's coming up. Real quick. Listen, I'll be seeing the ads, the sponsor ads on Facebook. So make sure you check it out. Reggae Fest Cleveland coming up right on your ass. Literally less than a month away today. Less than a month away. May 25th, Saturday, May 26th, Sunday, ReggaeFestCleveland.com. It is a slew of great performers, great artists that's going to be on the bill. Leading off Saturday is our very own Miss BBC will be in the building, leading us off with a slew of vibe behind her. Sunday, May 26th, one of the friends of the couch, he was a guest on the couch. Milton Blake will be on that bill with a slew of vibe in front of him and behind him. Make sure you check him out. I'm telling you, it's going to be a vibe. More information on tickets and all the good stuff. I know tickets is only $25, but make sure you get it. I do believe they might have some discounts, but only way to find out is to go to ReggaeFestCleveland.com for all your information for the vibe. Reggae Fest Cleveland. Check it out. May 25th, May 26th. Don't miss out. It's going to be a great time. Yeah. And we are back.
All right. Is that my horn?
Yep.
Okay, anyway, yeah.
Let's get back into the show. What we got?
Okay, so boom. As y'all know, there is some vibes going around where Meg Thee Stallion's videographer is accusing her of forcing him to watch her have intercourse with another female. I've been looking up, just trying to find some stuff. It looked like they're trying to like publicize it and take it down and everything like that. Here is my thing. When you say forced, that's like by against your will, by gunpoint, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got your knife to your throat, this, that, and other thing, you know. My bad.
No, you good. I'm listening.
Forced. That's very heavy. That's an allegation of high, you know what I'm saying? Because can't nobody really too much force you to do anything. So I just feel like, what's it by gunpoint or pussy point at this point?
Wait, gunpoint or pussy point?
I'm just saying, because what man, straight man, like Meg Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? I just want her knees, you know what I'm saying, along other things. So, I mean, even as a woman, and me a girl, Rasta woman, but let me tell you, you say Meg Thee Stallion's going to myself, I'm about to be like with boo. I probably am going to peak 17 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just, but when you say forced, you were forced to, like, you better watch, or like, how are you forced to watch something like that? And who don't want to.
So I wouldn't put it past them. Meg Thee Stallion, I wouldn't put it past her. You got to remember, a lot of these stars have that complex. You better do what I say or you're getting fired. So a lot of people can get forced to do something. I'm gonna force you to work overtime. I'm gonna force you to take this trash out because I told you to, because this your paycheck. So I kind of believe him on this one. I didn't hear what he was suing for or how much he was suing for. When I first heard the story, it didn't seem like a astronomical number where it was like, oh, now you just trying to get paid. You know, it didn't seem like it was an outrageous number. First off, second off, I don't put it past these celebrities, man. These celebrities be on some wild, dumb shit. Like, you go watch this, you go watch me eat this kitty cat, and you go enjoy it, or you getting fired. And 9 times out of 10, it was a good job. It was a good paying job. And when you got bills or other responsibilities, sometimes you do stupid shit that you don't want to do, which can in turn is being forced. It wasn't like it was gunpoint force. That's why I made that noise when you were talking about that, because you can force somebody to do something without holding them to a gunpoint or holding them to the fire or anything like that. So I really don't put it past these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Just like, not to bring up this motherfucker's name, but the person that was like a publicist or something like that, assistant, had to hold some drugs or whatever, and he got caught with these drugs. And now, you know, saying since he got caught, it's nothing real big, but they trying to leverage him to testify against that said person, which I'm not gonna mention names. People already been mentioning his name so many times, but take that. You already know what I'm talking about. So I don't put anything past these celebrities nowadays. They do some cringy, off the hook, unnecessary shit to get their way because they think they have that God complex when it comes to being a celebrity. I mean, take for example, another dumbass dude that did all this thing, did some weird stuff, had some kids by some porn star that got famous by putting out a porn video. You know what I'm talking about. So his dumb ass, you know, did all this, then made a gospel album. Now he's talking about he's about to make a porn industry. Like, come on. Like, these celebrities be on some that clock with the bird that come out. You already know what I'm talking about. So I don't put it past these people. I just don't. I really, really don't put it past most of these celebrities because they be on that dumb shit. So I kind of agree with dude. And to me, I don't think it's far-fetched. That's just my opinion. You know, opinions come like assholes. Everybody got one.
Yeah, I definitely call fuckery on it. Due to the fact of, I just feel like, who wouldn't want to watch? You know what I'm saying? But, and then now all of a sudden, like, what did you get fired? And you just feel like I should say something. Like, was he really traumatized? And I want to know why. Like, I feel there's not enough stories.
Did he say he was traumatized though? Or did he say he was just appalled? Because that's two different things.
I didn't say that he said he was traumatized. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. You're just asking, was he? Okay.
So, I just feel like I want to know. I mean, I don't know. Because I feel like
I want to know what. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I want to know. I feel like there's not enough story to his story, and like, because like, come forward. Like, if you out there, you know what I'm saying, like saying this, that, and the other, and I was forced to do these things. Say, she said I would lose my job, or she said, like, I need a story with the story, and it just like came out not with that.
True. So let me ask you this, because it was prevalent in the news, and now once you went to go do research today or yesterday or whatever day you did, a lot of the shit is gone. That don't make you go, like it had to have some truth with it. So evidently she might have paid this dude off already because she know he was telling the truth. So she wanted to make it go away. And so she paid him some money to do this.
Or
to make it go away.
Or the other way around. He just wanted to get money. And
it would have still been out there though.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. She also some money because she don't want this on her name and it's not really true. And she just trying to move forward with her, career without having too much fuckery. You know what I'm saying? It can go both ways. Like,
True.
okay,
Very true.
what happened? I ordered this stuff offline and it gave me an allergic reaction. And I've been asking them for almost 2 weeks for the printing label to send it back because it was a try before you buy. They kept giving me the runaround because on the 30th of this month, which is today, they charge you for it, right?
Oh.
So I just got it last night. So now when I went to go send it off, the post office couldn't find the address. So they were like, well, we can't use this free. It's not coming up. So you can't use this or whatever. But the address.
So they sent you the wrong stuff to make you send it back and to get another label. Then they can charge you because it'll be tomorrow.
Right. But what I did was pay for it and sent from the address that I originally got it from.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, and then we'll give you the receipt so you'll have proof or whatever like that, because we can't use this free unless whatever. So I sent them the receipt. I sent everything. I paid for it because John, so I can have proof that I've been trying to send it back. I have all the emails from 2 weeks ago or whatever like that. And I don't want them trying to be like, oh, we're not going to give you your refund or whatever. If I have to sue their ass, I have everything in writing and I have my receipt that I paid for it.
Absolutely.
So they won't try to slander me.
Yeah.
You understand? So I feel like, yeah, I'll go ahead, shut this motherfucker up if it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, not that I agree with you, I'll put shit past this industry. I agree to that point. But I also don't put shit by people that's trying to get a payday. You know what I'm saying?
I do not either. Because we talking about that next week.
Do fuck over each other, especially within the Black community. You know what I'm saying? Just to get some dollars.
Not just the Black community.
No, I said especially in the Black community.
Right.
We shit on each other bad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you could very well be right, because I don't put shit past this industry. Everything that I've been finding out in being in the industry myself, I do see a lot of fuckery. However, but you know what I'm saying, I do see people trying to, you know what I'm saying, get over on people and use their little bitty dumb shit, you know what I'm saying, trying to get
definitely.
So
definitely. Absolutely. So back to your story about the makeup that broke you out and you was trying to get it back. The best thing to do with them assholes is to blast their ass on Twitter and blast their ass on Facebook. Literally tag their ass and put it in a post, tag them a bunch of times and be like, they not trying to send me this label so I can send it back. They trying to charge me because the deadline coming up. And I promise you, they will inbox your ass right away to settle that shit. I did that to American Airlines when they fucked my flight up, and I went to Twitter on their ass, and they instantly was in my inbox talking about, can you please take it down? Nope, let's talk first. Right. And figure out what you go compensate me because y'all fucked me, and then we'll figure it out, and I'll consider taking it down. So it gets their attention immediately when you blast their ass on social media. Absolutely. So just a word to the wise on that one, y'all.
Still haven't got my product and they still haven't returned my money. It's been over a month, and that company, it was a cream, it wasn't for your face because I don't really wear makeup, but but I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do
definitely that. Yeah, because I'm still waiting on my money for the symphony. I bought some symphony tickets. It was a rendition of Dr. Dre's Chronic album, which we were excited to go to. I bought it for a Christmas present for my girl. And then maybe about a month or so ago, they canceled on us, which they sold out 3 shows in Cleveland in a matter of 2 days. So I know they were selling out in other places. Yeah. And they canceled due to something, like it really wasn't explaining what they canceled to, like unforeseen circumstances with the company, blah, 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 or whatever. And they sent it to me like about a month ago saying I will be refunded in 30 days. And then the day before the show, Friday, they sent me another email saying, hey, this is a reminder that it got canceled and you should receive your money in the next 30 days. Like, wait, motherfucker, I already waited 30 days. What you doing? Like, give me my money. Shit. Like, and it wasn't a whole lot, but still, I want my bread. Shit, I paid for something. Y'all cancel. I want my shit. And I wanted it not to be canceled because I was looking forward to this symphony, like, so, but it is what it is. It happens. So
Crazy about that. One of the promoter, he wasn't a promoter. He's he was some type of PR person though that was part of that. I picked him up from the airport and he told me about it months ago, where he was coming down to look for the venue and do all the stuff or whatever like that. That as soon as you said it, it was like I remember speaking to him and he was just like talking about all the stuff and how he has to travel from state to state for each show and everything like that. So to do all that work and it got canceled, like, and y'all waiting for y'all money to get back. That's serious.
yeah, and they
like,
literally sold out 3 shows in a matter of 2 days, 2 business days, not even 4 days, 2 business hour days, like sold out. 3 shows. Like, I mean, it was I like everybody seen that and was like, oh, we going to this. Like, I was ready to get suited and booted, you know what I'm saying, going there all fancy and shit with some J's or whatever, but and enjoy a symphony. You know what I'm saying? I was looking forward to that. And then it got canceled, but that's neither here nor there. I just want my money back, damn it.
Period.
Right. Oh yeah. So vacations are booked and paid for. So I'm excited about that. Little mama, we taking little mama to the ocean because she's never been to the ocean. So I'm excited about that. And then as soon as we get back, dropping her off, and then I'm getting on the plane, go to Myrtle Beach. I've never been to Myrtle Beach and just go relax. And I'm excited about that vibe. Your birthday. So come July. I know one of them Mondays, I think it's like the 8th or something like that, we will not be on the couch. So put it in your calendar, motherfuckers. We ain't gonna be here. So I'm gonna be on vacation. So, and I am not working. All right, let's get into the next topic. The next topic is your thoughts. I've been waiting to talk about this for a second because I need to hear everybody's thoughts on this one because to me this one is wild. Okay, so let's set up the situation. Get up, please. Thank you so much. All right. Bounce. Thank you so much. Bye, co-host. Get out of here. So, this is here's the scenario. 2 ladies, right? They're together. They're a couple. So, they're in a relationship together.
Okay.
And in their relationship, they decide they want to have kids. Okay. So for 2 ladies to have a kid, they have to get a sperm donor. Right. So they go and get a sperm donor. They vet out the sperm donor and all that good stuff. And he donate the sperm and all that. And then the one that's carrying the kid conceives. Right. So they go through the pregnancy. They have the kid. The kid comes. They're still together. And then all of a sudden, the other lady is like, I'm out. She like, I'm out. Right. She don't want to be with the girl no more. And she also said, since I didn't have the kid is not my responsibility either. Even though they made a plan to have this kid together as a couple. So now she says she has no responsibility to the kid. So they leaving the other female by themselves to be a single parent, right? I have no responsibility, right? So since the one said they had no responsibility, the other one was like, well, what do you mean? We talked about this. I want to get child support. I have no responsibility, right? The one lady takes that as a answer. She has no responsibility. So now they are petitioning the sperm donor for child support.
Oh, no.
And swear up and down that they should get child support from the sperm donor because the other partner wants no responsibility for this kid. Is this batshit crazy or is this the right way to go?
Batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. First of all, it should have been a contract stating that you have no parental rights. Paternal rights. Because donor, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. And they made this agreement together. She should be suing her because you wanted a baby with me And this is what we did. So the court, the state, everybody should pick this up. And this is what happened to men all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel, and I'm gonna go with what's my dude name? My favorite comedian, one of my very favorite comedians, which is damn, why my mind gone blank? Dave Chappelle, that basically said, I agree with the fact that if a man said, I don't want a baby, I don't want to do this or whatever like that, and especially if he's taking all precautions, even though if he say he don't want a baby, he shouldn't have to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? If a person is a donor, they are a donor. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if we have the effect of my body, my, you know what I'm saying? Same so. Because you can't do it without the seed of a man or whatever like that. But some people be doing on some slick shit. But he was a donor. I don't think it's fair if they make him pay child support when he was a donor. Who should be getting sued? Who should be going after? Because they were a couple at that time and they made that agreement together, whether it was verbal or in writing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That is a agreement. So you can leave, but you're going to pay child support for this baby that
Absolutely.
you made the decision to have with me.
Absolutely. Go after the twat, not the cock. I'm just saying. I mean, like, that just don't make no sense to me. that just came up in my head. That was hilarious to me. That just, like, I don't understand how you not go sue the partner for abandoning her while she was trying to raise this kid. Like, you agreed you wanted to have this kid together, even though I'm carrying it. Now you want to say you have no responsibility whatsoever? Like, no, it don't work that way. We were in a verbal agreement. We wanted to have a kid together, so we had to get a sperm donor, and the sperm donor is just that, a donor. They have no liability, no repercussion, no ties to this kid, because for the simple fact of, say the relationship worked for 4 years, right? And the kid is 4 years old, and now the partner wants to split. No, they got to pay child support. So you mean to tell me a person that donated the sperm for you to get pregnant can't be in the kid's life as the father, don't know that's the father, but you want to get child support from this sperm donor that has no ties, that literally just helped you out as being a sperm donor so you could conceive to have a kid that you wanted?
Yeah.
No, it ain't like no one night stand and then, you know what I'm saying, we end up pregnant and now, yeah, I gotta take care of my responsibility. Absolutely. It ain't none of that. It's literally a sperm donor that you paid to use their sperm to conceive to get what you wanted. Now you mad because your partner don't want to be with you no more and now don't want to have no responsibility over this kid that y'all wanted together?
Yeah.
Nah, don't work that way. Don't work that way. Don't work that way.
Example, and not just for this specific situation. So all couples, no matter if you're a woman, you know, whatever gender values you have or whatever, because this happens a lot, and just man and woman life. But it also is now happening a lot with trans woman, trans man, lesbian, you know what I'm saying, gay couples where they want to have a baby, man and man want to have a baby, and they do a whole thing and whatever. And then now all this should be used as an example for that lifestyle, so that it, you know what I'm saying, when you make that decision, you're still going to pay. You know what I'm saying? And I want them to use her as example so bad, like post her picture in a dictionary type shit, all on social media, Twitter, everything. Like, you're a fucking deadbeat woman, just like they do men. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
So Lisa chimed in. She said, they're obviously both too dumb to have a kid at all. So listen, I was listening to your explanation on what you were saying, right? And I loved it because it made me come up with an idea. A gay couple, two guys, have a surrogate, right, to have a baby or have a child or adopt, right? So they have this kid or whatever, right? Or one of them the sperm donor or whatever, right? Let's just change the roles up. Say it's two guys and they need a surrogate or someone to have, to carry the child for them, because of course they can't carry the child. They have the child is born, then the one guy leaves the other guy and says, I have no responsibility. Do you really think that the guy is gonna go after the surrogate to get child support? Like, no, not at all. Like, this can only be, and I'm not trying to blame it on females or anything like that, but this is clearly a female trait to want to go after somebody that has nothing to do with the situation at all. I don't believe that two guys would go after the surrogate wanting child support just because one of the guys left the relationship and said, I had no responsibility. I don't believe that. Yeah. What about you? Do you believe that? I just wanted to switch it up because that you gave me that idea.
Yeah, I totally agree. I would hope that they wouldn't, but we're talking about what part of generation are they from? Let's ask that, because you never know what's going to happen.
True, and the one got female tendencies, so you never know. But I
would hope that wouldn't happen. Either way, I feel like it will be pure fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
It's pure fuckery. I feel like, no, she needs to go after her and she needs to pay child support. Like, absolutely. And yeah, just period. I don't give a shit. You ain't got to be in a baby's life or whatever like that. We made this decision together. That's just like, let's take it to business. You and somebody business together, and then somebody like, oh, it's too hard. I want out. You know what I'm saying? But you still have all these accumulated bills or whatever that need to be paid. You're going to
get sued. They can get sued for that money. Also, they have to buy their way out of the company. Yeah. So it's legal action that they can take.
Yeah. So it's just like, stop doing that. And I feel like I see females do this to men so much, and I always advocate for it because I feel like the system always still go after the man. They never hold women. I know women that actually pay child support that didn't either want their kid or the father got custody of their kid. So I do know some women that do pay child support, but I just feel like it is mostly the system that try to hold men accountable less than they hold women accountable.
They do, and I'm still waiting on my child support. Still haven't got a dime since I have full custody, which has almost been 2 years now. Actually has been 2 years now. And I'm still waiting on a dime. But some people, want to skate the system or whatever. License still valid, but if it was a guy, if it was the shoe on the other foot, I would have to be paying. They would garnish my wages. They would try to suspend my license and all that. But it is what it is. I take it in stride. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, really. I think everything that happens with the man definitely should happen with the woman.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into it. Let's keep it moving. You already know what it is. It is time for my favorite topic of the evening. Crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. So this week in crazy, funny, fucked up news. Couple accused of trying to fake a $1 million lottery win by crudely taping 2 tickets together. Listen, can y'all imagine? Listen, all right, listen. What state do you think this was out of that they tried to do this? Just take a guess.
Detroit.
Oh, come on. I thought you was going to be on my side. We know the craziest shit happens in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
A Florida couple are facing criminal charges after attempting to cash in a carefully pieced together faked lottery ticket in hopes of claiming a $1 million prize draw. Dakota Jones and Kyra Enders from Defuniak Springs maliciously taped 2 horizontal torn pieces of separate 500 times the cash scratcher tickets together to make it look like they had a grand prize winning ticket. according to these county sheriff. Enders claims she merely stuck one ticket together after it got damaged when it fell from her car during a rainstorm. The report said Enders stated that she tried to scratch the ticket before it was dry and it started falling apart. So she taped it so it wouldn't get more ruined than it already was. And it already was, right? 6 days after submitting the phony ticket, Enders phoned the Florida Lottery office to follow up on when they will receive the prize money. At this point, Special Agent Richard Pisani asked her to meet him on March 11th, when both Enders and Jones were immediately detained and separated for investigation. According to the sheriff's report, the couple were charged with 3 counts, including presenting a forged state lottery ticket, forging a lottery ticket with the intent to defraud, and grand theft of $100,000 or more. If found guilty, they both face a maximum sentence of 40 years behind bars.
40 years.
40 years. Enders told Pisani she bought the fake ticket to the Florida Lottery office. 3 separate stores were unsuccessful in scanning her ticket, but when Pisani presented the writing on the back of the tape ticket proving it did not align, Enders said she simply must have reattached the ticket incorrectly. Jones offered police an entirely different story, telling Pisani he found the ticket on the ground wet and already split in half when they were in the place.
Oh my God. First of all, here's the thing. Where did they get the half of the ticket that actually said it was a winner? That's what
Here. Yeah. So listen, July 9th was Lil Mama's birthday. She keep bugging me saying I didn't announce what day her birthday was. Get your ass out of here. She keep running up on me. Why ain't you telling when my birthday was? Like, get your ass out of here.
So together, because you did mention July 8th and didn't mention July 9th. So yeah. Get your
No. July 9th is her birthday. I ain't say nothing about July 8th.
July 8th.
I ain't say nothing about the 8th.
Yes, you did. You said
I said we leaving in July. July 8th. Oh, July 8th is that Monday that we won't be on the podcast. That's probably
right.
what I mentioned.
Right. So you mentioned that. So you said, but you should have said, but July 9th is her birthday.
All right, get off my back. Like I just told her to get off my damn back. So either way, I don't know how they tried to do it, but they tried to align it to make it look like it was a winning ticket. And then the simple fact, they scanned the tickets. Like you went to 3 different stores and they kept scanning and it didn't come up a winner. Why would you actually take it to the Florida Lottery office? Like you wanted this money that damn bad. Keep playing the lotto to try to get a winning ticket instead of trying to fraud the state lottery, which comes with a penalty of 40 years behind bars.
First of all, don't do it at all. However, if you was going to do it after that 3rd time, 3 strikes you out, it didn't scan. Okay, let's go to another plan. You sent it to the thing, took it to the thing, and they immediately, you have to sign paperwork. If they took that long, I wouldn't have called. I wouldn't have said nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Disappear. You know what I'm saying? Because you already busted. If it's taking that long, absolutely not.
And they followed up with their dumbass talking about what's taking so long with our winners. They like, oh, we want to come to you. Come to the office. Oh, yeah, we going to get our money. And they both went like, oh, yeah. And then they was like, oh, nope, separate both of y'all dumbasses. Neither one of these stories aligned. You're a dumb ass. And now you might spend 40 years behind bar. I'm sure they won't get the whole 40, but I'm sure they're going to at least get 10 to 15.
Meth heads. That's a meth head shit.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't even with that. That's some straight BS. Like, it just don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? No. It don't make sense to try to do that. The story didn't even make sense. Like it started to tear apart when I was scratching it. It's like
in the rain.
That story, like I'm exhausted from the story.
Exactly. Like it was elaborate. Don't get me wrong. It was definitely elaborate. It was kinda well thought out, but not thought out well enough. Cause like you really thought you was gonna get away with this without them scanning the ticket to prove that it was a winner. Like, how dumb can you be? Well, this dumb.
Yeah.
Only in Florida. Listen, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Listen, any dummy thinking about doing this, don't do it. Like, because it's not worth it. Just go play the lotto and try to win some money. Like, or don't play the lotto at all. Or just, you know, be like, oh, if I won $1 million, this is the first thing I will buy. Like, do some of that shit. Don't actually play. Just dream about it. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it happen a different way. But to try to scan the state lotto ticket, like, I don't understand what they thought. Like, it wasn't going to be a serious offense if they got caught doing this. This is like almost federal. Like, what is wrong with you?
All of that shit is connected. State lotto, big pharma, all of that. All that is like, you know what I'm saying? It's all connected. FBI, CIA, all of that is connected. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and stop. Just why? Because you ain't thinking. You not even thinking about that. You know, that was not well planned out. That was the dumbest criminal. Yeah. Whatever they get is what they deserve. Sit down.
Absolutely. They definitely getting some time for that dumb shit. But the fuckery that went on with that, like, I don't understand. Like, after it got damaged when it fell from her car during a rainstorm, like, are you serious? Like, you merely stuck one ticket together after it got damaged because of the rainstorm? Like, no one's gonna believe that. Like, how did you think they were sitting there in their house, right? Like, babe, I got this great idea. Let's take 2 tickets and stick them together and say it's the $1 million lottery ticket, and we go get $1 million. And all we got to say is we stuck 2 tickets together because of the rainstorm, and they need to give us our money. Like, that's going to work. Oh, hell yeah, babe. It'll work. Yeah, we got this. We're going to be $1 million. Let's go on a shopping spree. Let's go get some more meth. Come on.
Wait, and here's the thing. Plan out your story. Go over your story. Make sure y'all went in and told 2 totally different stories.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You ain't even stick to the right side of the story. Oh my God, I'm aggravated.
At all. And then, like, you got to go over the point. Like, so what if we get caught? All right, here go our story if we get caught. It was a rainstorm. We stuck both tickets together. All right. Oh, maybe I grabbed the wrong ticket. My bad. But if y'all both got the same story, they might believe it, but I highly doubt it. But for when the dude literally said his story was, he offered an entirely different story, saying he found the ticket on the ground wet and already split in half. I would have went with that story way more than the story she came up with. He had a better story than her, because she was like, I'm getting this money, damn it. We getting this money, babe. And he like, no, we found it on the ground like that. It was already split. It was wet. You know what I'm saying? So we just put it back together. Like, we thought it was a winning ticket. I mean, we know, my bad. Like, his story was better, way better than hers.
Yeah.
Way better than hers. Dumbass. That's why they about to go to jail.
I'm so exhausted. And that story just put me under. Oh my goodness. His story was definitely much better. Like I said, that definitely have to be some serious, like your brain is fried type shit, you know what I'm saying, for you even go on. So, and I just feel like, yeah, that's crazy fucked up news. Yeah.
Hey, and that's this week's crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah, only in Florida. Gotta love it. Got to love it. All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. It's time to get up out of here, man. Thanks for riding on the couch with us today for this Monday therapy session. You already know what it is. God willing, we'll be back next week, so we'll see you. But as always, it is time for the close. Something you can ponder on until the next time you see us live on Facebook or YouTube on the Just Therapy podcast, or next day on Spotify. So something you can ponder on until the next time, y'all. So this week's close is the battles you engage in reveals the level that you're on. I'm going to read that one more time. The battles you engage in reveals the level that you're on. Go on, break it down, and we'll get up out of here, sis.
I feel like I'm going to use this one towards that. Sometimes you have to fall down real hard. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to rise to something great. But if you can look up, you can get up, and you will reach the level that you're going to, that you are look striving out for.
Nice. I like that. I want to break this one down too. So stop engaging in needless and useless battles because it's not doing you any good, because it definitely shows what type of person you on. When you're on that petty shit, and that's the battle you want to face instead of the real stuff that is going to get you to a different level, you got to reevaluate what you're doing. That's how I'm going to break that one down. Yeah, I think I wanted 2 closes tonight. Let's go. All right, sis, what you got to leave them with? Go ahead.
I want to say this towards that. It's that, I love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like what you eat is what you shit kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you keep letting stop, because what you feed your mind, what you feed your body is what you release, and what you know what I'm saying. So, I love that. That was powerful. Thank you. To it, but let's go, because I need to get a drink.
There you go. Let's get it. Leave them out. What you doing?
If no one has told you today, I love you, I believe in you, and I want you to win.
Hey, there we go. We'll see you next week, God willing. And as always, one thing you can never get back is time. And I want to thank you for spending your time on the couch with us. We will see you next week, God willing. Peace. We out.
Peace. Love you. Have a good weekend.
All right, sis. I'll talk to you.
CAH Beats.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit, from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.